developing story here on NBA Today. The Spurs, they will face the Grizzlies tonight without Victor Wembanyama, who will miss a minimum of 2 or 3 weeks with a strained left calf. Now, Wemby is averaging 26 points, 13 rebounds, 4 assists. He also leads the league in blocks per game and is helping San Antonio off to its best start in a decade at 6-4. So now joining us is our reporter, Michael Wright. Michael, how are the Spurs approaching this particular injury to Wemby's calf?
Well, you saw Victor Wembanyama shoot around today, right? He looked great. He did some work off to the side while the rest of the team was doing his thing, and you saw no discomfort, no limp, not even a wrap or a sleeve on that injured calf. But a team source told me that Victor Wembanyama feels just fine, but the plan is to sit him out for at least 2 weeks. After that time, they'll go back in, reevaluate, and make a decision moving forward. Now, I got to say that the staff, the people within the Spurs, they're very confident in a 2 to 3 week timeline for him. But you also have to understand that the San Antonio Spurs will always err on the side of caution when it comes to bringing guys back from injury. Nothing has changed there. Yeah,
that's sort of what Danny was saying to us earlier. Even in his days with the San Antonio Spurs, an abundance of caution here, especially with their franchise star, Michael C. Wright. Thank you very much. Now, the San Antonio Spurs are sitting in 5th out west, and they're looking to stay afloat without Victor for a little bit here. They're just 1 game ahead of the Warriors, who are at the top of the play-in if that started today. And speaking of Golden State, did you guys see part 2 of Steph Curry's appearance on Mind the Game? He addressed a possible second Olympic bid here.
What do you think? This is, how old are you guys now? You're 40, 37?
I'll be 41.
41. A month and a half.
Yeah, bro.
You think you got an LA Olympics? When is that? Is that the next one?
You already know my answer. So you don't even know. I will be watching this constantly.
You did plenty of Olympics.
Yes, man.
You did plenty of them. You think you might?
It is the opposite answer what I told him last year. It's like, God willing, I still have the choice and the physical option to be like, I could actually impact the team. I never say never, but I highly doubt it.
Never say. Why are you laughing? Never say never.
I mean, he's done some impressive things, but he'll be 40 as well. It's a tough thing to do at 40 years old.
I'll tell you what, I'll take him at 40 because, damn it, we don't need him. I don't have confidence.
Those other countries are coming.
LeBron and KD, I need one of them.
Well, we got a couple. KD, I feel like has a game that's going to play forever, right? We got, 2-3 more years until the 2028 Olympics to figure that out. But we only have a couple more hours before the biggest story of the day comes to a head. LeBron James making his possible debut here for the Los Angeles Lakers tonight against the Utah Jazz. Shams, what needs to happen between now and tip-off for him to give it a go?
Malika, as long as LeBron James gets through his pregame nap, his pregame on-court workout, getting to the arena,
tough challenges,
feeling good as he's entering that building, right. His aim, his goal, his desire, his want, from all the sources I talked to, is to get out there and play and make his season debut, a 23rd NBA season. He's been dealing with this sciatica injury on his right side. It's a nerve issue. He's not going to do anything that's going to jeopardize the long term of the season, but in his mind, he's been prepping and planning. He started with one-on-ones a couple weeks ago. He progressed, did some more on the court, and we know the last week it's been 2 big G League 5-on-5 workouts. He went through a 5-on-5 on Monday, and now all signs are pointing to LeBron James. As long as he can make it to the arena,
get through his nap.
Good.
I'd be pretty shocked if he doesn't make it through his nap.
Hey, your driver drive you to the arena. Yeah, you'll be all right.
Hopefully Mike Clink didn't wake him up on NBA Today earlier. But
look, if you're the Utah Jazz, hey, man, y'all should feel disrespected. Second time in the last couple weeks, they done target y'all to come back on. De'Aaron Fox and now LeBron. The Jazz on the schedule.
No, De'Aaron Fox was the Pelicans.
Oh, it was the Pelicans.
Pelicans, Jazz.
Okay, you're right. Listen,
6,
the Utah Jazz. Listen, LeBron, smart veteran move, but we're seeing the greatest to do it return on the floor with this roster.
Yep.
I want to see what this big three look like, and most importantly, I want to see how he affects the play of DeAndre Ayton.
I'm pretty confident he's going to play tonight. I think he can get through a nap. I think he can get to the arena. So I'm excited to see LeBron James. Yeah, and through a light little workout, he's overcome some tougher challenges than a nap. So he's also been shooting it great from 3. So I think he gives him that dynamic of shooting from the perimeter. They're damn near dead last in that perspective.
Yeah.
But giving them another look and another ball handler, and said playing tonight. I think it'll be great for us and everybody else in company to get some more open looks and get some minutes on the road with him.
And there is an interesting sort of schedule that the Lakers have now, right? They play today against the Utah Jazz, and then they don't play again until Sunday against the Utah Jazz.
A lot of rest.
So that gives a real runway here for LeBron. He's been talking about over the last couple of days, wanting to make sure that he feels like he can continuously recover and nothing compounds. He has a runway to do that.
You have 5 days in between these games, these Utah games, and then you've got another couple days before the game on Tuesday against the Clippers. So I think LeBron James looked at the schedule. Mid-November was always the target. If it takes a little bit more time, it takes a little bit more time.
What's that?
They should win their next 4 in a row. Jazz, Clippers, Mavs, Pelicans. That should be 4 in a row. All
pretty good schedule.
Yeah.
Well,
with
the
a lot of
next
days in
time
between for
that we
Thanksgiving.
speak to you, it may be after we have seen the first ever player in a 23rd season in NBA history. Sean Farnham joins us now. Sean, thank you so much. This is an NBA Today debut, isn't it?
I just feel honored to be here in the studio with all
I
of you.
am so excited to get to chat with you, but I got to tell you, I'm a little bit bummed here that Peterson, he's going to be out for the highly anticipated Champions Classic against the Blue Devils, but he's been impressive in the games he's played in so far this year. You've gotten to see it up close. What stood out to you?
Control. You talk to the two guys that are sitting over there at the other desk, and they'll tell you the great players have an understanding to play the game at their pace.
Yeah.
And he does a really good job of that. And he can impact the game in a variety of ways. You listen to his comps that he gave Bradley Beal, Devin Booker, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, wanting to take parts of their game. Some of those guys have a unique ability to score the basketball, and Darryn Peterson understands exactly where he wants to get to and how he wants to score. This aspect, the pick and roll and being a distributor, is a growing area in his game. He averaged over 30 points a game in high school. He's an opportunistic defensive player, meaning that if you expose the ball and show it, he's going to hunt it, disrupt, and then score it at the other end. He's as dangerous as any player in college basketball on the open floor. He is a special talent, and while he's not playing tonight, he's going to be a can't-miss prospect come June.
Yeah.
And he's going to be one of the faces of our sport this year at the college level.
And right now, he's projected to be the #1 pick. There's a lot of talent, though, when you're looking at the top 3, and we're going to get to see some of that tonight because Kansas is facing the Blue Devils, and we will get to see Cameron Boozer in this game. What makes him so special?
He's just a grown man.
Yeah.
I mean, he just has that size, that strength, and you would expect this from Carlos Boozer's son. It's just a high basketball IQ, positional awareness, how to utilize his body and his frame to overpower defensive players. Now, he has put up some really impressive numbers in the last 3 games in particular. Those teams that he's faced in those games have not been to the caliber of what we've seen from Kansas. And you go back to game 1, he struggled in that first half against Texas, then turned it on a little bit in the second half. I think as this year progresses, Cam Boozer probably is going to have the most impressive stat line of anybody in this freshman class based on usage rate, his strength, and his ability to overpower collegiate defensive players. But when you look at the prospect list and you think about the NBA draft perspective, I think he probably falls 3rd in line to those other 2 guys.
And that is exactly where he is projected right now. One of my favorite things that we've had recently on NBA Today is when Carlos was on the show and the Twins surprised him. Wonderful young men as well as tremendous basketball players. Sean, this was fun.
NBA